Hey, what up, guys? Jon here, LinksWell Together podcast, episode 38, kicking off. We did it, guys. 2 weeks in a row. That means we're on a roll. What do you say we get going with episode 38 right now? All right, guys. Yes, that is right. 2 weeks in a row. We got to start somewhere. Like we missed 2 months. We did it really well for 36 weeks. We're getting going again. Probably get moving just before I need to get surgery, and then we'll be all screwed up again. But that's okay, because we're here 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row with a guest, and 2 weeks in a row with a guest who's international. Ain't that right, Vic?
Back to back. 2 weeks. And yes, Ray is international.
Yeah.
He's a really good dealer of ours.
He is.
We've seen him at different shows, CMAs, Knowledge Fest.
Yeah.
I believe I saw him at SEMA last year too. And man, does he have a store that you guys really want to check out.
Yeah, it's super exciting because he will be our first dealer. We've been asking dealers. So if you're a dealer, we're asking again to call us in and let us do something where we can walk around the showrooms because we'd love to show off the showroom. So you were like, I think we were at CMA. You're like, we gotta get Ray on. We gotta get Ray on. His showroom is the best, man. We gotta get him on. So finally just made that call. You made the call yesterday, and Ray came through. So there we are, man.
Yes.
So introduce us.
So guys, Ray from Dynamic Auto Sound and Performance. We came to his store when Walt and I were out in Canada doing our run, visiting different dealers. And we walked in and out of a bunch of different shops, but his, man, is the one that stood out the most to me. So everybody, here it is. Ray, Dynamic Auto Sound and Performance. How are you, buddy?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, man. So it was funny. Vic actually missed one of our podcast recordings because his Integra broke down. And just before we went on here, you guys are sitting there talking about Integras and your love for Integras. Anyway, it's just super funny. I just wanted to share that there was a moment where Vic's Integra made him miss a podcast recording with Ben.
It was with Ben Wu.
It was with Ben from CMA. That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're telling me you stood up Ben Wu. You can't stand up Ben Wu.
I know. I didn't. I called in an audible. I called Art. Art came in and recorded with me. But yeah. So So Dynamic. You said auto sound and performance.
Yeah.
I can see the performance behind you. I love it. I can remember I had a little Honda CRX in high school, right? Like every teenager did in the 90s. Wanted like some little rice rocket.
Yeah.
And man, I wanted those kind of racing seats so bad. Like I just thought they were the coolest thing in the world, and I just could never afford it. So every time I see them, like they're off there in their background, it just makes me want that little rice rocket again. But tell us about yourself, man. Where's the shop?
Shop's located in beautiful Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Okay.
We're right on the main boulevard, Blvd Henri-Bourassa, which essentially spans the whole length of the city.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got 70,000 cars that pass in front of the shop on a daily basis.
That's a location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Location.
Yeah. So what's the weather like up there right now?
It is approximately, I don't know in Fahrenheit. Celsius is 26.
Okay.
Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, guys.
That's got to be like.
But it is warm. It is quite warm. Yeah. It's a little bit windy today. The sky is not really clear. We got the fires that never mind. Oh, geez, we're talking negativity here.
No, you're good. You're good. You're totally good.
The sky is a haze with the smoke that's coming from the fires in Manitoba.
Okay.
So you could barely see the sun and the moon. It's it's carried right across the country.
Yeah. So we're in Southern California, and we burn every year. Just different areas. Guys. Yeah, different areas. So we totally get So I feel like a fire, like a forest fire or a wildfire or whatever you want to call it. There's such destruction that happens, but then like they make some of the most beautiful sunsets, like the colors when the sun is going down behind some of that smoke. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like a weird paradigm of how like, you know what is happening, but then at the same time, there's just like the colors that the smoke brings out of the sun. Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, out of being in Southern California, it's a normal thing for us to have the fires that pop up. We've got some phenomenal. Firefighters are always out there killing it.
Right.
But that's just one thing I've always noticed. Like sometimes that smoke makes some beautiful sunsets. So
I know. I admire it and I go, oh shoot, but it's smoke
but
from
it's
the
a smoke.
flames.
Yeah, it's a fire. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's kind of a catch-22. What do they call it? The silver lining?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? One of the things that I really liked about Ray's shop personally, when we walked in, man, like it brought me back, like you were saying, when you see the seats, it brings you back to like, you know, when you were younger and you had that car and you wanted those seats. I mean, but if you look at it, I mean, Ray's, you know, the way he operates and, you know, the mindset that he's got, he needs to have it in stock, available, ready for you to come in, like it, buy it, take it home and enjoy it that day. And I think that a lot of shops are kind of missing the ball when it comes to that, because everybody wants to, oh, I got to special order it. Oh, you got to put a deposit. And a lot of times you got to understand that when it comes to automotive accessories, or in his case, even performance, it's an impulsive kind of purchase. Like if I see it and I like it and I want to buy it, but you don't have it, I might want to change my mind the minute I walk out of there, or, you know, oh no, I won't leave a deposit. Maybe I'll think about it. Right? Do you find yourself kind of in that situation where you're having to sell stuff right away?
Sometimes. I like to think about it as giving an unforgettable experience to the customer. Example.
Okay.
Take a look at this. OEM steering wheel, full LCD display. I don't know if you could see the candy red that's in there. It's much thicker than the original. It's got the perforated leather. When a customer comes in and feels and puts and pretends and imagines and dreams, how do you sell something like this out of a catalog?
Oh, yeah, you can't.
Impossible.
You know, and I mean, we've got probably 80 different steering wheels in stock that they can come, feel, look, touch, grab, imagine, and they're all on display.
Yeah.
And then when they like the steering wheel, if it's an aftermarket and they need a hub, well, we have hubs for just about every vehicle here. And then if they want the quick release, I've got about 60 different colors of the quick release.
Wow.
So they walk in, they create a dream, and they could literally walk out with their products on the spot.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think so it's funny. Like that's a great segue, because that's one thing that Vic and I talk about all the time is our products look cool in a picture and they look cool in a catalog, but it's different when you see it and you touch it and you actually control it and having something on display.
Right.
So I love your mentality. Like, man, have it here. Let them touch it. Let them feel it. Because I mean,
that's exactly what I got your screen right there.
I was just going to say,
we were just talking about that. How
what I do, I turn around, I open an internet page, and I show them, oh, by the way, this is the radio, or they can go there and play literally for 20 minutes and play with every single option that's on there, and look at that beautiful knob, that you know, that magical LinksWell knob that blows everybody's mind, right?
No, it's absolutely right.
It's all about the buying experience. They really want to see, they want to feel, they want to imagine, and I think we've achieved that with great success here.
Yeah, no, it totally sounds like that, because I like, if anything was going to be proof in point, it's what do you call that? Is it not wish.com? Is it wish.com?
Oh, yeah.
Where you order something and then you get it and it's totally wrong.
Yeah. Temu?
Like, Temu, there you go. Like Temu, all of those things.
Oh my God, Temu, absolutely.
Yeah, so we've ordered so many things. Like we build our own show cars here. So we'll order those, you know, the little, even the simple 2-pin plugs for like your off-road lights. And in the picture, they looked like the normal full-size ones, and they got here, and they were itty-bitty little tiny things. And
that's happened to me a couple times, too.
Yeah. I'm like, what the heck? Like, they didn't say they were smaller, right? The picture made them look like they were the normal ones, and we ended up with this bag full of small ones. And so we're like, all right, well, I guess we're going to use these for something else. But that is really like the nature often when it comes to just looking at a picture of something, right? Like, like looking at a picture of a steering wheel, it could look great until you get it, and then you find out, like you mentioned the stitching, you mentioned the thickness, you mentioned the, you know, where the way things are laid into it. So having something physically there is huge. So
absolutely, and we are really proud of the manufacturers that we do business with. That steering wheel that you're looking for is made by OHC. In my opinion, it is the highest quality finish, fit, look, and altogether completed steering wheel that we've ever seen. Obviously, you can turn around and deal with some other, suppliers on Amazon or whatever the case might be. And like you said, the pictures look great. Once you get the product, though, that's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like the screens. When it comes to LinksWell, I don't know if you remember, Vic, or Jonathan, actually, I met you in 2018.
Okay.
This is the year where I brought my whole staff down to the SEMA show.
Yeah,
and that's where
I
met.
remember that.
Yeah, and that's when I met you guys the first time, and when I saw your products, and when I was able to look and feel and see, and you guys explain the product properly, the product essentially blew my mind.
Yeah,
and so I opened an account right away.
Yeah, I remember that. Way back, man.
That's
right,
man.
Yeah, that's pre-COVID, man.
Yeah, it was pre-COVID. It absolutely was. That was 2018, man. I think that was one of our smaller booths, even.
Wow.
So I feel like our first year was 17. So I think 18 was our second year. It was the first year we had our own booth. But I do recall.
Yeah, you were there on your own.
Crew. Yeah, it was just the two of us, just Walt and I was doing all the tech support via email while there because I was the only tech at that time too.
No one here.
Yeah, there was nobody here. We had just our office manager here forwarding calls to my cell phone. So,
right.
Yeah. Crazy. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And now we deal with Automobility, which is your Canadian distributor for all the Canadian stores here.
Yeah. Yeah. And it just makes that, man, they make it so much easier on us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know why it's such a difficult thing to get product in and out of Canada and all that stuff. So having Automob come on has been a huge help for us.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
not
like
because we don't want
water.
to care for all of our Canadian homies.
Yeah.
It just
it's not like there's a body of water dividing us, It's like you could just drive in.
Yeah.
It's like it's so much easier
don't forget,
to get
we're talking international, right?
Yeah, we are. You're right.
So it is going across the border. There are duties to pay. There are, different fees and stuff. There is paperwork that has to be done. And, by you guys having good people like Automobility on board, it just makes it really easy for all the Canadian shops to basically order a radio, and they'll get it between 2 days if they're located in central or eastern Canada, or at the maximum 5 business days if they're located out in Vancouver.
Yeah.
On the west side.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. No, you're right. It is international. I just, in my brain, it's just a dotted line on a map, like, so it feels like it should be easy, but you're right. It is international, and you do have all that extra stuff. But man, okay, cool. Like I'm glad you reminded me about 2018. Like I feel so far along away, and so much has happened in that time that you're right. I can remember your whole team being there, and we went through. We had all of our displays literally on the tailgate of a truck. I think like we had them across the bed of the truck, and
dang,
yeah, like we didn't even have like displays.
Talk about tailgating.
Yeah, super cool, man. So you have well, one, I had no clue until Vic came and told me how epic your showroom is. Like I had no clue about that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and just getting the opportunity to just even now hearing just your mentality on products, right? Like you want the customer to have an experience when they interact with any of your products, whether it's a seat, a steering wheel, a stereo system, whatever it happens to be. You have this very high expectation on a customer's experience. And so from somebody who's been here and fought hard to create a good product, I am humbled that we're there, to be honest with you. So, thank you for partnering with us and being, so early on, even in 2018. So super exciting about that. But you seem to be mobile. So I would love a quick tour of your shop, man. Like if you just want to,
with pleasure.
Yeah, walk us around and just show off. Like I could see, like you talked about steering wheels, and there are like a ton of them behind you, and again, it's just like as a car guy, I feel like I would be in trouble if I went into your shop.
Oh, bro, trust me.
We hear that all the time when people open the door. People open the door, and I go, "Boy, I better hide my wallet."
Yes, yeah,
I hear that all the time.
Oh my gosh!
Well, it'd be a pleasure. I can give you a look around.
Yeah, man. Let's check out what you got, dude.
But look at the first thing you see when you walk into the store. That Type R engine he's got right in front of the door, man. That B series. I know people like the K series, and I like the K series too. But I grew up with B series.
B series for me. I was literally talking to this about on Sunday morning. My wife was sick, so it was just me and my boys going to church. and we were driving. And I don't even know how we got on the conversation about engine swaps in early Hondas, like growing up.
Yeah.
And I went through the whole thing about the B series and how everybody was like swapping to the B16s. Like that was the engine. And then people started to get crazy and went to the B18.
Yeah.
And then there were people pulling the B20s. And like, it's so funny. Like for me, that B series engine is like the gold standard, because that's like that's where we cut our teeth, right?
Yes.
Is everybody doing B swaps on
absolutely. But just so you know, we are a one-stop shop for just about anything automotive. So like yesterday, we did some gears on a Jeep Wrangler. We did a lift kit on a 2024 Tahoe. We did a wheel and tire package on a Canyon. We actually, Alyssa programmed some performance into a BMW.
Wow.
So we do cater to just about every vehicle. We're not necessarily only a Honda specialist. We are an automotive car and truck specialist.
Yeah,
guys, I apologize. I'm getting a message on my thing here. Low device storage. Device storage is running low. You should stop the recording. Oh boy, that's my phone, isn't it? Could we cut for a minute and let me do just that?
Yeah. We'll pause right now. Click.
Yes.
We'll just bring it back in.
Yeah, we'll just bring it back in.
Yep. All right, so we got our storage stuff figured out. I think I will. You guys are already watching this, so maybe I did put that whole like. Remember when like something would go off air on old TVs and it would turn that like the screen with the boxes? I think I did that.
You know
what I'm saying? Like, and when I edit this, that'll be that. I think that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, just it is what it is. Oh man. So yes, one-stop shop. You do everything. Re-gearing. That's crazy. So I've been in this industry for far too long. So like things like bolt-on lift kits, like those are like, there is some skill required in that for sure. Re-gearing on the other hand, like that's another level of skill required. I don't know that I would attempt a re-gear on my own.
No,
I would attempt a lift kit. I don't know that I would attempt a re-gear. So you have some legit technicians there with some mad skills. That's
what cool. About this? Look, Ray, what about upholstery?
We don't do upholstery here. However, we do deal with a shop in town where we will take apart the seats, deliver to him, show him exactly what we're looking for, and deliver a finished vehicle to our customer.
There you go.
Yeah. So you got the sublet. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
I mean, we are lucky. We are lucky enough to be surrounded by extremely talented staff.
Yeah.
We have guys behind the counter. Joe, for example, he's been in the modified car, truck, off-road, rock crawling industry for the last 30 years. So extremely knowledgeable.
Yeah.
We have Alyssa, who is our shop manager, and she's completely incredible knowledge, believe it or not, on Honda and Euro.
Really?
She started off, her first car was a Civic EK, and she put a Type R in there. She went to Napierville and raced it, and then she turned it into a beauty queen and won some show and shine competitions with it, and then turned around, bought a BMW, fell in love with a BMW.
Okay.
And now she's into the programming and the modifications and the air ride kits.
Yeah.
Which we're doing on a Tesla, by the way, next week as well.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, we're slamming a Tesla. Yeah, we're slamming a Tesla with an air ride kit next week. So just to give you an idea, the parameter of the type of services that we offer here.
Yes.
Yeah. So pretty much what you're saying is, if you have a car or a truck or a Jeep or anything that has four wheels, maybe even two wheels, I'm assuming, and they want anything done, they can come by and check you out. Because
absolutely,
that's crazy. Wheels, tires, lifts, re-gears, tunings. Steering wheels, obviously, seats. Wow, that's super impressive.
We've got 5 people behind the counter 6 days a week, and every one of them has their own specialty. Yeah, and then we've also got our staff in the back. Obviously, one of our guys, JP Simoneau, which you met that year in 2018, it's his 27th year here.
Wow,
man, that's cool.
Yeah, he's our customizer. He takes care of all the paint and the custom installation when we're doing custom paneling for trunk and that type of thing. He builds all those panels and does the upholstery of those panels. He doesn't do seat upholstery, but he does fabricate panels and consoles and that type of thing for custom work.
Yeah, seat upholstery is very different than custom panels for sure.
It's like regearing.
yeah. It's a totally different thing. But that's cool. And 27 years, so that means he's an old school guy like us, which means he remembers the foil and the blue tape and the waxing and the whole, oh yeah, I love that. The old school Dremel and rabbit bits on your routers, and I got so much love for the old school guys, man, because
that's dope.
It's a different world now to custom size.
You can't buy experience like that.
No, you really can't. And then it's funny too, because anybody who's done custom work that long, they just create so many different processes to do things. And man, I remember the guy I worked with when we did a bunch of SEMA cars, watching his brain function and like process how he's going to build something was like mind blowing to me to watch. Because it was crazy. Like, I just loved it.
Nice. So shall we take a look at the shop?
Yeah, man. Let's see the shop.
All right. I'll grab my phone with me here. And let me just see if I can connect this real quick. There we go. So you saw those steering wheels right there.
Yep.
And what about these steering wheels over here? And you can see some of the seats that are up there as well.
Love it.
And more steering wheels right here. These are actual Grip Royales, which are handmade in the USA.
Okay.
Versus those which are NRG, which is an imported product.
Okay.
And then all of these guys are all OEMs. So in the OEM, we have BMW, Audi, Subaru, Honda. We've got forged carbon, but we'll take a fast walk around. Yeah. So this is essentially the interior area where you'll get everything from shift knobs, obviously, to the seats.
Love it.
And to go with the aftermarket steering wheels, these are all the quick releases right there.
Okay.
And audio department.
So cool.
Got that screen there. This is essentially exterior area.
Okay.
So these are all headlights. And you see we got some really cool products. See, that's the Subaru right there. Mustang RGB. Nissan R35. So we have everything from Supras, again, European, domestic, the whole 9 yards, some grills.
Detailing products.
On this side over here, wheels and tires.
Okay. It's a dangerous place, man. I could not go here. I could not go
all
here.
The performance oils.
Wow.
Liqui Moly, Redline, Motul, Royal Purple. These are all downpipes right here. Crazy. And how many shops do you go to where you have a full radiator cooler setup for an R32?
Not many.
Yeah, those are in stock.
Did we lose him?
Huh?
Guys, I apologize. I'm getting another message here. Damn. Okay, here we go. Okay, we just continue?
That's where we left off. Yes.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so we have radiators, intercoolers.
Wow.
For lots and lots of vehicle, even cosmetic things for your garage. So we got different flags.
Look at
that, Vic.
Honda. Whoa, I need one of those.
Ride.
Oh, wow.
Right over there is all the diffusers.
Okay.
You can see we've got clutches here, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, VP racing fuel. Detailing products are right there. Cold air intakes.
Man.
When you buy wheels, you want the nuts.
Yes.
And we're big dealers of True Spike.
Okay.
And a little bit of emblems and that type of thing on this side. And over here is some of the racing equipment. So you can see we have turbos and blow-off valves, Honda, JB4s, Cobb tuning.
Man.
That's a playground for sure,
Bro,
man.
that's dangerous.
If I worked
this
there,
is all
I
our
think
clothing right over here. What's that?
if I worked there, I think I'd be too busy. Like, what would I like
What
to
would
put
I
in my
want?
car?
You're not wrong.
I'll be
Here's some of
swapping
the
tailpipes every week.
Yep.
LED bars and off-road stuff.
Okay.
Jeez.
Some of the truck wheels.
Grills, the whole nine, man.
That's it.
Love it. Well,
there's more and more, but we could be here for hours and hours too. So,
so I've heard, man. That's super epic, man. Well, let me just ask one last question. Really, like getting to see your showroom, and you've talked about your. I mean, everything that you have talked about has been all about quality, and like the high thing, like your staff is quality, the products you sell is quality. So you did mention how you came across our booth in 2018 and how you were impressed with it. So, like, what about LinksWell? What about our products do you feel match or at least hits a mark that you would bring it in? Like, what is it that you love most about LinksWell that you love having it in your shop?
A few things come to mind.
Okay.
Number one, you guys are not a standard radio supplier. You're innovators. You bring things to the next level. Your R&D department. When we install a LinksWell screen, we know that it's going to work. We know that it's going to integrate with the telematics of the vehicle. We know that once the installation is done, 100% of all the OEM buttons will work. There is no sacrifice when we install LinksWell. Number two, when a little ick does happen, which is extremely, extremely rare, there are not many companies that you turn around and call and they answer and they say, "Hey, Ray, how are you? How are you? How you doing? How can I help you?" Normally it's, "Welcome to so-and-so. Please push 1 for this, 2 for this, 53 for this, 64 for this." And then you got to leave a message and they might call you 2-3 hours later. Don't forget, when we call you and we need tech support, our guys are in the midst of installing it. We've got appointments during the day. For a company to call us back 2, 3, 5 hours the next day, you know, I don't know what to say, man. And you guys are just always there when we need you. As a matter of fact, to the point where I don't even understand how you can take the time to take care of us in that sense. Another thing, we started off originally with the 10-inch screens, and then we went to the 12s, and then we went to the 15.5 or 6, and now we're going to the 18s for the new GM that I saw at CMA the last time, and it's like, wow, man. You know, we've been in business for 34 years. People come here from literally all over the province to get their installs done. And so, I mean, they'll drive 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, drop off their vehicle and go back home and come and get it when it's done. Sometimes, you know, it's a couple-day install. You know, when we turn around and install your radios, holy cow, the smoothness, the quickness, the 4 and 5G. There's guys that come in here sometimes on a weekly basis. "Hi, I bought this on Amazon. Hi, I bought this on eBay. Can you install it?" Guys, 40% of the time you hit the touch screen and it's moving the button over there. Or it's slow as hell. Their interfaces, my God, you try to get into a screen, that little bad boy behind me, that 15.6, I could dual screen, I could YouTube, I could Netflix, I could click, go. It's like using a phone. So it obviously shows that you guys put so much heart and effort and time in developing these products. It's unreal. Honestly, like, good job. I tip my hat. I wish there were more companies like you in the automotive industry, not necessarily in the electronics, but in the automotive industry that do their jobs as well as you guys do. So good job on that.
Ray. Thank you, Ray.
That's right here, man.
Yeah, it does.
Thank you so much for those. That's a lot.
Honest truth, guys. Honest truth.
No, I appreciate that. We do. Vic and I, we talk about it all the time. I feel like we're broken records almost. Like, we really do put our heart and soul. Like, we're car guys. You know, you mentioned you've got guys that have been in the industry 27 years. Like, Vic and I are in that realm as well. So we love this industry. We love all of the automotive stuff, like all of it, whether we're, you know, I've got a I've got a Jeep out there, and Vic's got a little Rice Rocket, and he's got a truck, and I had a little Honda. So like there's not one avenue of the automotive world that I feel like we don't love at some level somewhere. So, and then just seeing a shop like yours, who obviously for you guys to being around that long, to grow this big, you're using products that you can count on, and to hear that you guys count on us. And yeah, man, I humbled, to be honest, and just thank you so much for your kind words. Thanks for taking the time, jumping on, getting the app on your phone, and all that stuff. Really super, really appreciate it, man. And
my pleasure.
I'm looking forward to hooking up with you at the next show we have going on, and hearing more stuff. Excited to continue. Like, if you think this XL stuff, wait till you see the next round. The next round of stuff is going to be, we hired a manager whose only job is to oversee the development and the growth and all the stuff we want to. Like, that is his only job, where Vic and I have got our hands in like 5 different areas. So overseeing development is hard. So we hired a guy that's his only job, is to oversee. Yeah. So what we've done from generation 1 to 6, like I feel like 6 to 7 and is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah. He's getting deep into the specs of every electronic component that is being used, and are we maximizing that component's potential?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so super exciting to see what's coming up, and so excited to hear in the future, man. So thank you so much for taking the time and calling in with us, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Thanks for showing up at that showroom. I know that if I go up there, I cannot step foot in that place, because I will probably ruin my marriage by coming home with enough cool stuff. It would be super dangerous.
Thank you, Ray.
Really thank you so much, Ray.
Man.
Really super appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Yes. All right, man. Well, we will catch up. You're welcome to stay on for a minute. I have the computer set, Vic. We're going to award the amplifier.
Oh, it's time to do a give out. Okay.
Yeah. We should do a drum roll.
Yeah.
Hey, there it is. Mod U 030887 at Gmail wins a 1,000-watt D-class
So
amp.
Ray, just to fill you in, every time we hit a certain amount of subscribers, we give away something. And in this case, we're giving away a 10-channel.
No, this one's the 1,000-watt.
This is the 1,000-watt D-class amplifier monoblock that we have.
Yeah, we hit 20.
Nice.
We hit 20,000 subscribers. So that was our giveaway. We're waiting to hit 25 now, and the 25 is the 10-channel DSP. So with that, guys,
10-channel DSP.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
Baby. Awesome. So if you guys haven't subscribed, click that link down below. Get that subscription, get that entry. If you are subscribed, you still want to enter in to get the opportunity to win that 10-channel amp. There are more ways to enter. You just got to click the link in the description. Ray, I will make sure all of your shop information is in the description, any kind of links that they can go to, phone numbers and whatnot. So if they're up in the area, they can go and check out the Candyland of car things that you have happening in your showroom. But thank you guys so much for watching. Vic, we've done it 2 weeks in a row. Hopefully we can hit 3. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing, and all that good stuff. And we will see you next week.